Welcome to Mini Topic Tuesdays here at MH News. I'm your host, Matt Haslam. Now, this week on Mini Topic Tuesdays, we're talking about one question that we got this week, and that's kind of cool because we have a lot of film gear, and a lot of people are asking this question right now. Basically, exactly what Victor Storm asked, where do you have all your film gear? And we're going to show you that right now. Alright guys, welcome behind the scenes of MH News here. We actually have most of our gear out in our production van for everyday use on the road. Whenever we go on the road, we use that equipment because, we don't want to go somewhere and not have a sandbag or two. So we have a lot of equipment in our production van right now. This is equipment that we have in our studio for either MH News purposes or whenever we're doing a production. We just take some of this gear, put it out in the van or the box truck, whatever we have that day on production, and we'll borrow from this to do bigger productions and stuff like that. But in here we have small little cases for all of our electrical cables and stuff like that. That way we can store all those and have them on the ready. We also have our grip case here, which is for bulk of the smaller items we have, and typically that's what you want to label it. For a lot of productions, you label things so that other production people can understand it. Grip means smaller things and sandbags and all that kind of stuff. So if you're ever doing production, you want to label your things grip case. That way, if you say go to a case and get C47s, they're not going to look around for a bunch of road cases that just aren't labeled. They know to go to grip cases first because that's where the smaller things can be held. We have sandbags in here, a bunch of sandbags, C47s, bunch of duct tape, some extra bolts, some extra tools and stuff like that, bunch of clamps, straps, and extra little tiny sandbags for use on our jib, or if we're overhanging a boom mic and stuff like that, we need some extra weight behind it. We'll actually use that. And then we have, which I love this. It's a little strap that actually is written on it, gate 1. So this we'll use on some things like just to block off an area really quick, just so crew can come in, but this signifies for other people to stay out of that area for the moment. If we're doing like a commercial for a restaurant or something like that, we'll block off a little hallway or something like that. That way people don't trip on all the cables and stuff that we use, because I know it's momentary taking a hallway out for momentary little unaccess, but it's a lot safer to take that and not let people trip on it. So then down here we have all of our cable case, so a bunch of tools, a bunch of different things, and all of our HDMI cables, VGA cables, XLR cables, adapters. Our 1/4-inch cables are up here. All of our cables are being stored really organized here, just so it's easy access. If we need an extra mic, we can just come grab an XLR cable and do it. Here we have, I believe this is our microphone, 2 of our microphone cases, and just in here is all of our SM58s, CO2s, you name it, microphone-wise, it's in here, so that's good. Curtains in a luggage case, because I got sick and tired of buying cases, so we actually just have a luggage case for that. And down here we have moving head cases for our huge lights that we use for live events and stuff like that. So our moving heads are here, and you've actually seen them on the program before. Down here is our park hands for like the Chevant Slim 64 par spotlights. That's all right here. And down here is some more stands and tripods and stuff like that for our film uses and stuff, and also our tripods, extra tripods that we just don't use that often, are in there as well. And then we have computer cases for when we're on the road, some curtains that we just end up using for black backdrop sometimes, and then we have, where is it, some cards back here for just different uses and stuff like that. we like to make it so that everything's organized, and that way if we need anything we can just grab it. And for the most part, we want to make things easy to find. So especially in our production van, we want everything very easy to find. That way our crew can understand, hey, go grab this, and it's all very easy. Because the easier it is, the less time it's going to take on production, and the less time it's going to cost you on production. So back here we have a bunch of signage, all of our C clamps, O clamps, all organized in boxes, Steadicam, everything back here is organized. We have mics on this level. We also have soft boxes on this level, and all of our stands are down here, just so everything's organized. And then back here, most people look at this and go, what the heck is that, Matt? And I'd be like, well, that's cool stuff that you don't have to know about normally. But they're actually roof systems for our Global Truss ST132 crank stands for our moving heads. That way if we're outside or something like that with moving heads, we can simply put one of these covers on the truss over top of our moving heads just to protect them in case it rains or something like that. So they're all ready to go for outdoor events this summer, which is coming up here. A lot of different events we use that on. And then of course we have over here is one closet that is giant inside of there. That it just a lot of stands and stuff like that. The entire thing is just full with tripods and ST132s. There's a lot of stands in there. A lot of trussing, a lot of stands inside this closet right now. And oh my gosh, I like to open it. And to find something in the closet, it's a lot of work. But that's where we store our film gear, and that's where we store a lot of the stuff that we end up using. So that's kind of behind the scenes of MHNews here, at least in our studio. Maybe later this summer we're going to take you into the production van and see what's going on in there. So that's going to be a really cool episode, so check for that later. But for the meantime, that's where we store all of our film gear, here in the offices of Matt Haslam Productions. And of course there's more to talk about because we always have more equipment here than I can possibly mention in a little tiny video. But that's where we store everything. I mean, basically, if you just take a look in one of the cases, everything's labeled, everything's organized, and at the end of the day, everything inside these cases is organized. And even in our production van, everything's organized because, remember, it has to be. If it's not organized, then you're going to go through a lot of crap, and you're going to spend a lot of time looking for things, and at the end of the day, you're going to go, well, where did I put this piece of equipment? Where did I put that? And that all wastes a bunch of time, and time is money, especially on productions. So remember that. The more organized you are, the more professional you're going to look. Because if we're doing an episode of MH News or some of that, typically, maybe I'll have cameramen, but that's pretty much it. Not a lot of people are here to do the production. So it's easy for that. But if I'm doing a bigger production or something like that on the road with the production van, then the more organized I look, the better the client looks at me, So the more they're going to recommend me in the end, So if I show up and I'm very unorganized, then they're going to go, well, how good is this video going to look? But if I'm organized, it looks great, and they're going to trust me. Thanks for joining us here today, and see us back here every Monday through Friday for brand new episodes. Have a good one, people, and see us next time. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to our channel for new episodes airing every Monday through Thursday. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to our channel for new episodes airing every Monday through Thursday. Have a good one.